With these actions today, banks are going to be able to get back to the business of banking.
Months of stressing investors out and finally a verdict. 10 of the 19 banks subjected to the government's stress tests need more capital.
Based on the government stress tests, the amount of capital needed is not as much as one may have expected.
A relief, well, sort of. According to the report, the banks collectively need nearly $75 billion to weather the economic downturn. Of the big banks tested, Bank of America needs $33.9 billion, Wells Fargo $13.7 billion, GMAC $11.5 billion, Citigroup $5.5 billion. But some passed with flying colors, like J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs. They need no new capital. Some analysts question whether the government standards were too low given the harsh economy.
This might not be the full extent of the capital that some of these banks need. I think that the scenarios that the government put together are fair, but one could say that they're not as severe as you can really see in this kind of environment.
The results weren't a surprise for investors. Markets had been rallying on leaks for days. But the reality is these banks still have a long way to go before credit is flowing freely again. And investors are painfully aware there's no guarantee there won't be future bank bailouts.
What's going to be most important is how are they going to get that capital? Most of them are going to want to sell assets that they already have to raise capital. Additional government intervention is not what they want.
But there are signs of recovery, and the government hopes the not great but good news will boost confidence that perhaps these banks will be able to make it through this recession. Bonnie Ghosh, The Associated Press, New York.